This video covers how to work with users in the system. Users applies to administrator or sales rep logins, and that can be accessed when you're logged in as an administrator. You can just click the admin bar to get the extra options here, and then click where it says users right here. And from there you'll be able to see all of the different users that you have, and you can add in additional ones by coming down here and clicking add user. Now this asks for a lot of information, but you really don't need all of these fields filled out. You need the first name and the last name, so we'll go ahead and put that in. And then you need the username. Now the important thing with the user is that each one has to be unique in the system, meaning you can't use the same name twice. There are a couple of ways to make sure that you're not going to end up doing that. First of all, you can use first initial last name, which most of the time will keep you from getting any duplicates. Second, you can use emails in the username area, and that will of course always be unique as long as you don't have two people using the same email. And the password, it is case sensitive, and of course rules for strong passwords are to have a good mixture of letters, numbers, and special characters in there, and then you'll really have a good, strong, secure password. However, XOLights is not going to force you to do anything like that, so it's up to your own discretion to put in the password that you want in there. And then the other thing that you really need to get in there is the email. The reason that it is so important to get the email in there is because the system will send some automated emails to you based on the email that's in there for your users. So for example, if you get a web order or if an account that you are assigned to does something like submit an order or anything like that, it will send you an email to that address. Everything else on this page is optional, although I do want to point out the account type drop down. This is where you determine whether this particular user is an administrator or a salesperson. The only difference is if you come up here at the top and you see this admin button, when you click that, you see all of these different options that allow you to do things like add and remove vendors, change markups, print tags and labels, and a number of other things. That admin button will only be there if you are signed in as an administrator. Otherwise, it's gone. The salespeople would still be able to do orders and wish lists and work with contractors and designers and all of that. They just aren't going to be able to make any of the changes that you would access from these additional fields that appear when you click the admin button. And once you're happy with your settings, go ahead and hit submit, and you can edit them at any time. Now if someone forgets what their username or password is, you can always click edit, and of course you can see the username right away. The password you're not going to be able to see, and you can't guess based on how many digits there are, because you'll always see 8 stars regardless of how long their password is, but you can reset it. So if I've forgotten my password and I want to put something else in there, I can just type in what I want the new password to be and hit submit. And of course, if you've forgotten your password, you probably won't be able to log in to do that, so you want to make sure that you always have a few administrators in the system that can help people with problems like that. And one thing that I do want to point out is in a lot of them it will say using a certain number out of 24 users. 24 is the default. If you hit that number 24 and you still need to get additional users in, that is something that we can fix pretty easily for you. You just contact our client services team and request that they add more users. And that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple. If you have any additional questions, please contact our client services team at clientservices@xolights.com. And also feel free to use any of the additional resources on this site. And as always, thanks for watching and have a great day.